Good morning, everybody. This is Patrick MontesDeOca with the live trading room here for the Equity Management Academy. On this segment, what I would like to do is go right into the report that we published last week for the weekly swing signals for the gold and silver market, and we're going to take a look right away at the gold market and the silver market. This report was published on November 18 of last week, and with the gold market closing at 1211, it closed below the 9-day moving average that we track, which is 1275 for short-term trading, for day trading. And so that gives us an indication that the trend momentum is bearish, but it also prepares us and tells us the other side of the coin, that if the market is to go and close above 1275, that it would negate this bearish sentiment, this bearish trend momentum to neutral. So at the same time that we're looking at the price in relation to the moving average, it also tells us the alternate signal if the price does close above that number. The other component that we have is the weekly price momentum, which is the weekly price momentum average indicator. It's the pivot point. It's basically the average, or the mean, as some people would call it, of the price. And we use this as an indicator basically to identify the uptrend and the downtrend. Anything below 1217 is bearish, and it gives us automatically the targets, which are the levels below, the extreme below the mean, which are the buy one and buy two levels that we identified, with the targets of 1198 to 1185. And coming into this week, we had a little bit of a bearish sentiment, obviously closing below 1217. And so with those numbers in place, it activates these levels here of 1198 to 1185, which is really where we are currently trading. Gold currently is trading at 1190. Last with an 1188 low, and we are what I call right into the harmonics or the demand level in gold, which is basically a very high probability, according to the algorithm that we use, that the prices more than likely will revert back to the mean of 1217 as the initial target. A close above 1198 would activate 1217. So we want to keep an eye on that for the gold market, but it is telling us right now that it is in a very, very major level of demand. The numbers that you see on the board are the daily codes that we use for day trading in the gold market. And as you can see on the chart in the gold market, the price is below that B2 level, which is the extreme below the mean. At 1187, we are extremely oversold, and very good chances once again that the price will revert back to the mean of 1212, which is the daily average price, or the daily mean, or the daily pivot point, and will eventually gravitate towards the 1217 target, which is on the weekly mean. If we close above 1217, then we're looking at 1230 to 1249 as the targets being activated. In the silver market, the silver futures on the 18th closed at 1672, and it closed below the 9-day moving average of 1806. So the trend momentum was bearish, but it told us that a close above 1806 will negate this bearishness. The VC weekly price momentum indicator for this week was 1694, and closing below 1694, the momentum came in bearish this week. But it also tells us a close above 1694 would negate this bearishness. It recommends to take profits on the bearish positions, or if you go short, at the 1589 level, at the 1630 to 1589 level, and use the 1589 as your stop. So we're trading with silver as well. If you look at the daily numbers, 1624, the low was 1617. We are stabbing right into the demand level on the weekly basis of 1630 to 1589. So we have what I call a perfect convergence of the harmonics on the daily signals, as well as the weekly signals, and as well as the monthly signals. So we have a perfect alignment here. The completion of this alignment harmonically is taking place today in gold, and gold and silver pretty much have aligned themselves to these levels here, indicating a very, very high probability that we will see demand develop from these levels here. And depending on how much demand we find down here, then obviously prices are going to revert back to the mean. And we expect that they will revert back to at least the mean of 1694 for the silver market. Closing above 1694 validates in the completion of this bottoming process that seems to be taking place for the gold and the silver market. If you would like some more information on the work that I do, please feel free to contact me. You can call me directly at 805 area code 418-1744, or you can email me at support@ema2trade.com. My name again is Patrick MontesDeOca. I want to thank you for the opportunity to share this information with you, and I look forward to hearing from you. In the meantime, be safe, be well, good trading.